Hey guys, welcome back to Horizon 5 build series. Today we have 100,000 credits to buy a car and build it. So before we jump into the build, remember to subscribe with post notifications so that you don't miss any future builds and our incoming Forza Horizon 6 playthrough and build series. So let's jump into the build today. Okay, so we're going to go for this 2020 Lamborghini Huracan STO. We're going to do a S1 race build on it. And as you can see, I bought it for 50,000 credits, tried to get one around 100,000 credits, but no one wanted to bid on it, so we'll take it lol. Okay, so we're going to focus on top speed. This STO is more of a power car than a grip car, though we could make it an insane grip car. It'll have plenty of grip anyways. So here's what we're going to do. Firstly, we're going to use drift tires. Now I've been trying this in A class, I have not tried it in S1, so it might not be as good, but it should be fine. We're going to make the rear tires wider because we want the grip. We're going to get all the tunable parts. Now we're going to leave the weight stock for now. We're going to see how much power we can get out of this. We could turbo it, but it'll go above S1 and I wanna keep the stock engine in this, so we're going to build this naturally aspirated. So now we have a sub 3,000 pound Lambo that's rear wheel drive with 800 horsepower. It should be really nice for top speed and acceleration. Not very good at cornering, but it should have absolutely fine cornering. So let's go tune it. Now again, I'm gonna quickly throw on a bass tune, and then we'll talk about it if I have any problems. I'll likely speed this up to not waste time, but anyways. So we wanna find the first gear first, and then we'll tune the rest of the gears. Okay, so we got around 210 miles per hour top speed, kinda slow, but we can make it a bit faster without ruining it. So firstly, I wanna explain a few things that I don't think I've made a video about. So firstly, anti-roll bars. Now I've always said you do not need that much oversteer, and I still think what I'm doing could be a bit excessive. But you can also make it still very drivable. I'm still very against throwing 165 on every car and calling it a day. but there is a significant amount of low-speed steering that you get with a softer front anti-roll bar. As long as you can balance it properly, it's not that bad. Secondly, I did the springs wrong. Recently I've been using the weight balance for the spring rate. Seems to help figure out the car's balance faster. This should be flipped like I'm doing now. And 3RDLY, the front toe helps a little with a lot of steering. I would avoid toe unless you know what you're feeling for in your steering, but it can help a lot. I wouldn't go over a 0.5 front toe out, and I don't typically add rear toe unless it's a all-wheel or front-wheel drive build. But anyways, so we're also going to increase our acceleration for the differential. One tire's accelerating more than the other in the corner and it causes us to spin both tires, but if you go too much it can cause understeer while steering, so we'll have to play with it a little bit. And we're also going to lower the aero. Now because we don't have front aero we can't do full minimum aero, but we can lower it as much as possible until it starts getting unstable. I'm gonna show you what happens especially to high speed turning roughly around 100 miles per hour. You'll start to notice it. This is why you don't fully lower your rear aero or front aero if you don't have the other part to match the balance, but I'm gonna keep lowering it until it doesn't let loose too easily but gives me all the top speed possible. I'm gonna now stiffen the front anti-roll bar a little to make it a little easier to drive, and I'm gonna re-gear it so it's properly able to use every gear, and then we'll take it online and see if we can be somewhat competitive with it. Also, I wanna say again, just to be clear, this isn't about making a meta car or a car capable of winning no matter what, lol. This is just a fun build. Do I want it to be competitive? Yes, I do. But I don't want it to feel horrible. I want a fun car that can hold its own against other cars, that is fun to drive and unique. I don't care if I come in first or last. If I'm not having fun, what is the point in the race, lol. But anyways, also a side effect of having drift tires means if it's rainy or off-road, it's absolutely horrible. But that's fine, it's a rear-wheel drive power car. Sure, it could be a lot better and a lot harder to drive, but as a car that's decent to drive, powerful and fun, perfectly fine for me and maybe you. And this series is to hopefully find situations and stuff where I struggle or teach you guys tuning. And I most importantly wanna show tuning is not that difficult. Yes, meta tuning is different, but we're not doing full meta, we're building fun cars that are decently competitive. Second place, and I lack power in this lobby lol. I also lack grip, but you know, it's a fun car to drive. It's not overly murdy, but it's a very fun car to drive. We'll do one more series, hopefully get a full 3 races in and see how this car performs. I do think I should have gone rally tires over drift tires though. Guarantee that Noble has over 1000 horsepower, and we keep up perfectly fine lol, until the long straights anyways. See, a build like this isn't all that bad, just a fun build that is somewhat competitive. Thought I got Xboxed for a second lol. I mean, hey, we won the event because first place left, but we was still second place in that by a clear margin. Is it the fastest thing ever? No. Is it difficult to drive? Not really. Is it fun? Yes. That's the type of builds I do, and I hope that watching how I build and tune helps you learn building and tuning. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everyone has a wonderful day/night. Be sure to subscribe with post notifications so you don't miss the next video, and Forza Horizon 6 content day 1 we'll be live streaming. See you guys in the next video. Keep building, tuning and stay sideways.